Hi, right. What I'm going to show you today is how to merge bracketed photos that we've taken to create a high dynamic range photo. Here is a small cafe near where we work, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 photos, all photographed, as you can see here, in RAW format. They're shot using the Nikon Z9, so they're very high resolution. Now, merging these in Lightroom is pretty easy. You select the first, you select the last. Then you hit the Control H key, which is for the high dynamic range merging, and it will do pretty much all of the work for you. You can see the progress bar here. The computer here is pretty fast, but the photos are very high resolution. Now, as we go along here, we can show the different options, and as it builds the preview, you can see sometimes some slight changes in the picture. These are useful when you've got ghosting from individual people involved. This one's taking a little longer than usual. And there we go, you can see this person here has been added in. Now the cafe was open and we did have permission to shoot with the people in. We're going to choose one where we've got the least number of people and they're also blurred. This one here, it's possible to tell who that one is. So we're going to go over here, and I'm pretty sure this one's got a little bit of movement blur. Right, then we hit merge. And you can see here we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there's our latest photo here. This is the merged photo, and you can see it's a DNG file, which is Adobe's own format for RAW. Now if I bring this up in full screen, you can see you've got a pretty nice high dynamic range photo. So you've got plenty of detail here around the lights, plenty of detail here. It's not super overexposed over here, a little bright, but that is an indicator of the type of photo that we're looking at. But generally, it's a pretty pleasing photo. Very wide angle, a little bit scruffy around here, but we were photographing in a working cafe. Now, if I go into develop mode, hitting the D button, you can see that it's created a raw format photo and it's made all of the settings we think we're going to need. As is quite common with this sort of thing, this area here is going to be a slightly cooler color range than this area here. So we've got tungsten lights here creating a warm glow. You can see the warm tungsten colors here. We've got a slightly bluer tint here. So I'm going to make an adjustment to that using the adjustment brush, which you hit by hitting the K key. I'm going to brush over here just a little bit. I might take the highlights down just a touch. Not too much, you don't want it to look artificial. So if I bring it down a lot, it looks a little artificial. Brighten it up, and I'm just going to warm that up just a tiny bit so that the colour, see, there's too much. The colour looks pleasing to the eye. And if we hit the full screen, that's our end photo. That's ready for exporting into a JPEG. We'll do that again with another photograph. This is the wall detail here, so you can see here is that wall area there. So again, we'll select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one here is a variation. Hit Control H, and it will create as a preview. Again, here we are. We have a nice photo that's overall got plenty of little detail around here, around the lights. Maybe it's a little bit darker here, but it's a nice moody shot. I'm now going to merge that and make some small adjustments. Now here's our raw photo. And I'm going to bring the shadows up a little bit more to my taste. Maybe bring the blacks up just a little bit more to my taste. And I quite like using the dehaze to punch things out. Now that, there, and I'm going to make an adjustment brush across here. And in my adjustment brush, I'm going to bring those shadows up just a touch. As I say, it's a high dynamic range. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's perfectly exposed across every single piece. And there you go. Got a little ghosting around our chap here. But that is a ready-to-use photo straight out of the camera with very little post-production needed in it.